When we first decided to take on this challenge, we set out to build a car that we would want to drive every day. Smart, sophisticated, and stupid fast. That was kind of like our slogan. We're happy with how the car came out. I think the car is smart, sophisticated, and stupid fast. Going into SEMA, we weren't really sure about how we would do. It really depended on what the judges were looking for and what they wanted to see from the cars. And ours was probably the least crazy, but probably the most realistic. I mean, if you were going to drive one of those cars out and use it as a daily driver, it would have been our car. So we reached out to Mines, a good friend of ours from Japan. We've done several projects with them in the past. We were talking to them, you know, we got this car for SEMA, we're working with Scion. We want to build something that we've never done before, and they helped us secure a lot of the typical Mines partners from Japan, like Bridgestone, Rays, Takata, Recaro Seats. We ended up, procuring a lot of the parts from Japan, but we also talked to a lot of the U.S. Representatives of those companies here in the States. So we kept the engine stock, but we have a HKS supercharger. As for the suspension, we work with KW Suspension. White Line provided us with bushings to basically cover all the connecting points. So in order to keep the JDM look of the car, we got some Tom's rear tail lamps. And then for the front, we have some TRD headlamps, brighter lights, and it looks way better than the stock one. So really happy with that. Mines helped us out with a lot of the JDM aero parts manufacturers like Eps.5 that provided us with the front lip spoiler, and a vest that provided us with the mirrors and also the rear wing. We work with Sabon for the trunk lid and the hood. For the wheels, Ray's hooked us up with some Volk Racing ZE40 blue gun metallic wheels. For the tires, we have Bridgestone Potenza RE11S, size 265. Same kind of tires that actually Mines uses back in Japan as well. Anytime you have a car that handles this well and goes as fast as this car, we want to make sure that car stops as well too. So we work with Willwood for the brakes. I would have to definitely say that the last week was the most challenging time for this car. It's because we were waiting on a couple of parts that weren't arriving as they were supposed to. So about a week before the car was being picked up by Scion to be taken to the reveal party, we brought it to G1 Design in Anaheim to get it wrapped. I love how the livery all came out. We work with the guys at Route 20 design studio here in LA. They were really able to bring out the design aspect of the car. You know, I love how the carbon fiber, we kept the carbon fiber look, but the two-tone gray in the front and the back with the blue accents really worked out well. So the car was being picked up on Monday morning to be taken to the studio where the reveal party was being held on. The morning before the car was being picked up, the guys called and said, "Hey, Taro, the stuff's starting to peel, off the back of the car." So, we had to rush it back to the studio and get everything ironed and heated up and dried and prepared for pickup. So that was kind of a last-minute thing that we had to really scramble to get done, but we were able to, step up and meet the deadline. At the same time, we had to install the Recaro seats and the Takata harnesses. The Recaro brackets that came with the Recaro seats needed some fabrication in order for it to fit in a natural style without having to have your head stick out of the window. Tatsu at Tokyo Automotive, he opened up the shop for us in the weekend, and he fabricated some stuff for us because the stuff that arrived just didn't work. So at the launch party, all the Scion Tuner Challenge cars were displayed. I was just really happy that we were able to get to that point. I mean, I have to thank everybody that provided the parts and especially MotoIQ and Howard at Techno Square. I also want to thank all of our sponsors that helped us, with the parts and the help that they provided to getting the car done. I mean, without them, this car wouldn't be here today. It was a competition, but I was just happy to be there, be one of the cars representing the Scion Challenge. I think Super Street did a great job with their ITB FR-S. I mean, it screams show car, and it's something that only Super Street would have done and could have done. Speed Hunters, Keith and Andy, I mean, they did a great job designing the car and implementing it. I mean, it's tastefully done, and it's a retro look to the old Toyota Motorsports heritage. And hats off to those guys. I mean, they did a great job, and they deserved it. We did our best, and we accomplished what we were set out to do. We set out to build something that was tasteful, sophisticated and fast, and we'll see how fast this thing will actually go on the track someday. But at the SEMA show, we were able to showcase it, and it's all about doing it and the relationships that we were able to foster. I knew when we took on this challenge that it was going to be hard and it wasn't going to be simple, but the rewards would be bigger than the challenge. It's a passion project, and I felt proud of having our car out there. I felt proud of the team. We came through and we built the darn thing. Would I do it again? Maybe not in 2015, but hey, 2016, if they have a new car for us to build, maybe in 2015 again I might do it. It depends. Call me again in August.